So here's the deal. So I had a vision for both of you and me, okay? But this is just what I experienced, okay, in terms of self-promoting.
Okay.
Mystery plays a huge role, right? Is not only is it sexy, it's cool. So when people ask me about you, I say, I don't even say your names. Like, it's my dude. He has his own production thing. That's all I say.
People ask about me?
Yeah. Well, they ask about me, and then because the reason they ask about you is because they follow my Instagram.
Okay.
Because I'm always teasing.
What do they say about me?
But they're like, yo, man, so yo, that's pretty dope what you're doing, right? This and that. Look, it doesn't. End of the day, people only view you based on what you give them, right?
Okay.
So you go, for example, you go on my Instagram. They don't know about what I do behind the scenes. They just know this guy's really in shape. This guy does this. He does that. He looks cool, right?
Okay.
Like, you gotta give them teasers. Like, for example, I post this up. They don't know who's been interviewing me, but they know it's a podcast, and that's cool.
Okay.
You gotta give them teasers, right? So
I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
So watch this. You go on my thing, right?
Okay.
I made a video for my my recent client. She's also a model, but I give a snippet.
Okay.
A snippet, right? Click, click, click. You gotta keep them stimulated because their attention span is short. But watch this. See, just snippet. They're like, who's that guy? I don't know. I don't tag you. Boom, boom, right? Click on that. Oh shit, you're an artist? You didn't know that?
Big old booties.
Little snippet. Boom.
You did that?
Yeah, I did that.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
So watch this. So if I make a tutorial,
yeah.
For example, for all my new followers, please follow my TikTok. Oh shit, that's right. You have a TikTok? I'll go on there too. Watch this. So what am I doing tonight? They don't know what I'm doing tonight, but they see that like, what is that? You see, so it's a there's a level of mystery. But here's the thing.
Okay.
So for me, this is what I have planned for us. Okay, this is my vision.
All right.
You're the engineer, so it's kind of like rapping music, right? There's the engineer and there's the rapper, right?
Okay.
So when I made Bad Boy Bodies, I had to be the face.
Right.
But then how I promote Bad Boy Bodies is I'm not important. The people are important. I celebrate people. That's the difference. So now they want to be part of it. They want to be part of the community, right?
Yeah.
So with you, essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to be the face, but then I'm going to throw you snippets in there. The mystery guy. Oh, yo, man, like my boy does all this. Who's your boy? It's like, oh, man, he's kind of like a little bit private.
Secret.
You know what I'm saying? So I posted a video back. I said, it's a little update, guys. Here, I'll show you the video.
Okay.
So, like, this keeps them interested. They're like, wait, what? This guy's got a lot of things going on? Do I? I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe not. I don't know.
What I gotta know?
Yeah.
My production boy
What? What's this?
Update. A couple days ago, I worked with my production boy with some photo shoots, and he loved it. He does more fitness stuff for females, but when he came to me, he was very surprised and how exciting it was to work with somebody that could do action shots, okay? It was a great learning experience, and he's going to use me as a reference from here on out. But something you guys may not know about me, or maybe caught on, I'm a man of many interests, and I take my art very seriously. Whether that was martial arts, dancing, or drawing. That's right. Is there anything that I can't do? I don't know. But here's a little tidbit, something you guys may not know about me. I do a little bit of acting too. Maybe there's something down the line for that. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much and much love.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you are a completely different person. That's a totally different person right there, man.
Yeah, but so there's also like the stage presence of it too, right? So they get that part of me. They also get the sensitive side and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's all about level of mystery because I don't believe in one-dimensional. All these fucking influencers are one-dimensional. I lift weights. I'm cool. No, you're not. You're boring. You know what I'm saying?
Is that?
Why is that? Because here's why they're boring.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you just fight.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's different because if I promote myself just a fighter, unless I'm a UFC champ, I'm a fucking nobody.
Right.
And plus, how many views can I... How long can I keep their attention just punching and kicking? Just like these influencers who these fitness influencers, they know.
Don't get me wrong, man. I like to see a guy fucking beat the shit out of another dude, and I like to see a pair of tits.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. But see, my whole platform is about community.
Okay.
Bringing people in, right?
Right.
So, for example, like these fitness influencers are very one-dimensional, and they know it, and this is how I know it.
Yeah.
You look at these fitness influencers, right? Like, they know that they can only flex their muscles so many times so the viewers get bored, and they just rehash the same material over and over again in a different way.
Okay.
So you know what they're doing now? They're moving on to martial arts because that's what's popular. I'm already there, baby. So I'm the investment. So
yeah.
But guess what? I'm not one-dimensional because I know how to lift weights. I got the body and I know how to kick ass. So the joke I was telling people says I'm the modern day Renaissance man. I'm scholarly. I can fight. I look good. I'm an artist. So that's why I promote. I said I'm gonna make you guys the modern day Renaissance man.
Dude, that's crazy you say that. That is the craziest thing. And I know I said this a lot, but that is the absolute most craziest thing you've ever said. Because the reason this tops everything you've ever said, by the way. Okay? Because I have said that exactly. That I wanted to be a part of this modern day renaissance.
Yeah.
Because like these times really need like some type of change. And it's just like it's happened before and before and before again. You know, the Renaissance, the actual Renaissance. Okay, and then you got the Enlightenment era.
Yep.
And then you got a lot more shit. But then like the most notable one is like the 70s, man. It was like all peace and love. Bro.
Yep.
You know, and it just history's repeating itself. And I think we're headed to that point.
I kid you not. You asked my old friend and ex-boss, Brendan.
Okay.
Right? This was 2009.
Right.
I said, Brendan, man, because there was 2 Renaissance, right? There was 2. I said, Brendan, I swear to God, talking about manifestation, I said, there's going to be another Renaissance. He goes, what do you mean? I'll say, man, what if, like, something's going to happen to our world where something just crashes. It's like a bubonic plague, right?
Right.
And after that, people are going to realize that, you know,
hey, we need to love each other.
We need to love each other. We need to go back to the arts. And look what happened like 10 years later, COVID.
Okay.
That's our bubonic plague.
True.
And what's happened after that? We're focused more on health now, mental health,
yeah.
fitness, because modern medicine can only do so much.
Yeah.
So now we're going back to ours. And I told guys this, man. Like, I made another joke video. Like, I said, all you this is another personality of mine, right? I posted on my camera.
Okay.
I said, all you motherfuckers be following these Instagram influencers and all they promote is softcore porn, flexing their arms and posting booty shorts. Whereas me, I actually teach you some shit you actually apply to your life. So support my platform because I'm one of the last remaining real motherfuckers here. Support Battle Built Boss. Like I changed you simps into Battle Built soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing is kind of like teasing them, telling them,
but you don't think somebody be like, damn, well, like there's another guy calling me a simp. Maybe I shouldn't do boxing. It's not for me.
Well, I promote boxing. I said you can know by not becoming simp. No, sorry, boxing helps you not become a simp.
Okay,
that's why I promote. You know, I'm telling people like.
But I feel like I said, just like there's some people probably that are just like, no matter what, it's like no, like I don't want to do that because like you're calling me a simp. Everybody else in the world calls me a simp, and I'm sad about it.
Well, so
and I think there's nothing wrong with them, you know. And I think it's just that it's just they've been beat so down low that that's all they can think. Right. So how would you I guess reach out to those type of guys? So like what is your strategy against those?
So it's like I said, like it's not about being one dimensional, right? Okay. Like there has to be several components to a man.
Right.
So I have like the sensitive side too, where like for example here.
I don't lift weights to get big muscles or anything like that. I do it to straighten my joints so that I can continue practice martial arts because I'm hitting pretty hard and my bones take a decent amount of impact. All right. At the same time, you see me lift. I do very basic movements and exercise. However, I do go pretty hard. That means I go to failure. In fact, there were several times I had the bar drop on me. So there's a certain level of intensity you have to push your body because your body will only grow based on the demand placed on it. Okay. Furthermore, my cardio is not that bullshit on a stairmasters for an hour, running on a treadmill with a brisk pace for an hour. I don't do that because I'm having an hour to do that bullshit, right? I jump rope, I do hit train, shadow boxing, in the back, kicking, all shit. It's a full body workout because I'm using my full body. I get to keep some of the muscle, especially punching and kicking. So guys, to get my body in terms of the fighter look, you have to train like a fighter. There's no way around it. That's like me saying, hey guys, like I'm going to run a marathon and hope I look like a bodybuilder. That shit doesn't work.
So I throw messages like that, but I also throw messages where I say things like
it's realism.
It's realism, but I have to be sensitive too because I do have videos where I say like, hey guys, I understand there's a level of intimidation. Okay. That's why I post a video of like a video that says first time training girl, first time training you. I think you were one of my videos, and the comment on the bottom said, bro, watching your videos has made me like want to go to the gym because I realized like it's not that intimidating.
Okay.
So I have to reach the folks that are like down, already depressed, because someone who's already depressed, I can't just beat them down because that's like them having chopped leg and I make them run. I have to be a little more compassionate.
I get you.
But then there's these other motherfuckers that need that slap in the face. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop asking me, hey man, we should train something. Like, bitch, train right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and well, I mean, I think a lot of people just feel like it'll come, you know, because there's that thing that goes around. It's like, oh, just be patient. Like, you know, it's like,
That's true.
everything's gonna be okay.
That's true.
You're gonna be okay. The mom is gonna take care of you. The government's gonna take care of you. You're gonna be just fine. And it's like, nah. Sometimes you need to get off your fucking ass and go fucking do something. And it's kind of hard. It's really hard. It's not the easiest thing, especially if you're now in your 20s.
Yeah.
You're in your 20s and maybe your 30s. Maybe if you're in your 40s, maybe a little different. But a majority of those people aren't doing a lot of creative things. And I notice that the people that aren't doing creative things or doing pretty much anything are the ones that are kind of not happy. You know what I'm saying? That there's a vibe about people that are artists, and there's a vibe of people that are not
artists. So for me personally, I feel that not everyone's an artist, okay? But everyone's human, right? And as a human being, we need a form of expression.
Yeah.
Whether it be, you know, physically, emotionally, etc.
Okay.
So, for example, there are consumers and producers.
Okay.
We cannot exist without consumers, right?
Yeah.
So like, and that's okay. You know, there's people that just watch stuff, and we need those people. And there's people that create stuff. We need that too.
That's something Robert Kiyosaki talks about in that book. You read that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Yeah, I read that book. Yeah.
He talks about that. There's like those three different types of people. The ones that are like hard working, and I'm gonna work so freaking hard for my money, and I'm gonna, you know, everything's gonna be great. And there's people that are like, no, I'm gonna just be okay with whatever I got. I'm happy. I'm calm with whatever I got.
Yeah.
And you know, everything will provide type shit, and you know, everything's gonna be okay type stuff, you know. And then there's people in the middle that look at them and just like, you can tell like both are not correctly are not wrong, and they're both not right. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to balance in between those two people. Because I mean, you don't want to be fucking complacent and become a little fucking nerd and be like, oh, I'm happy with everything, you know, everything will provide, I'm cool with this. And you know, it's like that doesn't extend to being like, I guess, grateful for sure, but like you can't be like overly grateful. You know what I'm saying? You can't be overly grateful, because if you're too grateful, then you become complacent. You become very, you know, oh, okay, I got everything that I need, and the Lord will provide. You know what I'm saying?
I think complacency is more of the problem. I see no problem being grateful. It's just the complacency.
Yeah, well, and like I said, it's not a bad thing for being overly grateful. It's just that no matter what you do, like if you press a lever this far, you exert X amount of energy into your characteristic, that I'm a happy person, or I'm a complacent person, I'm a grateful person. Okay, I'm a grateful person, right? I'm gonna be overly grateful, right? No matter what, if you're gonna be ungrateful or not, both are gonna have its consequences. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have the consequences, and you got to be able to keep the joystick in between and balance, and you know, be around in the circular area, whereas you don't want to stray off too much into one direction. You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like the dynamic between nice guys and good guys, and I fucking hate nice guys. I think nice guys are equivalent to a whore. Nice guys are whores.
Ooh.
I fucking hate nice guys, and here's why.
This is interesting.
I tell every girl, I'm not a fucking nice guy. I'm a good guy, and it scares them. Like, D, you know. I was like, bitch, if I was a nice guy, you can be with me.
Yeah.
She was like, what do you mean? I was like, the difference between a nice guy and a good guy is, a good guy has a backbone because he's sincere. Yeah. A nice guy would be nice to a woman for what to get in her pants. A good guy would be nice to a woman. Be good to a woman. Open the door. Why? Because it's the right motherfucking thing to do.
Yeah, man. You know? A good guy, like a nice guy, and a mean guy, and then there's a good guy, and then there's a bad guy. There's 4 of those guys, right? Now you can be both. It's kind of like there's that a pyramid, crosshairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Now if you're, I'm trying to see where I want to go with this, because this is kind of a weird topic, but no matter what, guys want pussy.
Yeah. Whether
you're nice, you're good, you're bad,
whatever.
No matter what.
Yeah.
If you're a man, you want fucking vagina. Unless you're gay. Then this is for my straight guys, okay? So if you are a nice guy, you still want pussy, you're going to do everything you can in the nicest way possible to get pussy.
Yeah.
And that's becoming a fucking simp.
It's becoming a simp, but also it's very insincere, because sometimes, because they're not being forthwith honest with their intention.
Yes, it's over. Like it's too nice, and too nice people that are always happy. y'all guys are fucking weird.
bullshit, dude. Like,
Y'all are fucking weird.
Okay.
Y'all need to fucking grow up, bro. Like, y'all are on something else.
I tell you the difference, man, between a fucking nice guy and a good man.
Okay.
Jordan Peterson, he said this, okay? A nice guy is more or less, he's harmless. He will never hurt anything. He's so nice. He's so sweet.
He wouldn't rape a fly.
You know, he's harmless. There is no virtue in being harmless. Like a rabbit. Motherfucker is like, he can't fight back. You're harmless. That's the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
A good man is someone that can't fight back, but he chooses to control himself. He's disciplined. He's mean that I will protect and serve you, but you fuck with me, you're gonna regret that shit. And those are men that rule the world. It's not the man that doesn't have a sword that rules the world. Yeah. It's a man that has a sword but knows when to sheath it. That's the difference.
Yeah, and I think that's very hard to engrave in some people's heads, because like, it's so nice to live now. It's that's so odd. Like, bro, it's amazing.
You have everything.
You could fucking stay at home all day and get all your chips and snacks and everything, and you will have a fucking handy dandy life watching porn all day. You're gonna be 100% okay. You will survive. You're gonna die soon, but you will survive for a good amount of time. Now, you're gonna be living a long life, right? But the guys that are out there fucking, I don't know, working hard, working on fucking, oil rigs and shit, they might die. But man, what a fucking life they're living out there, fucking traveling and shit and whatnot, and doing all those like crazy things that are like not seen by like any of us.
A man's value to me is not how much money he makes.
All right.
A man's value to me is what he can provide for his community. That means that, for example, if I stumble upon a lottery, I make $1 million gazillion. Money is only one small metric, but I didn't do anything.
Okay.
What if I was just like kids jerking off at home, fucking like trolling people online, and I fall upon $1 million, right? What value?
I'm about to spend $1 million in porn.
Yeah,
that's literally what I would like.
It's stupid.
I'd fucking do stupid ass shit. If I had $1 million, let's say even a year ago, 2 years ago, I would have did dumbass shit.
So fucking same here,
retarded ass shit, dude. And that's what happens to a lot of those like kid actors, those guys that like get success very early in life. Like Little Peep and what is the what is some other guys? The ones that have the weird hair.
Yeah, those brothers.
Yeah, whatever they're fucking called. Yeah. Anyways, but their life was like, yeah, and there's just one hit wonder, and that's one thing I don't want to be like. If I win anything, I want to be able to stay here, and if at one point it goes, then that's where that's gonna be awesome.
I tell you a prime example, man. So going back to the whole value, right?
Yeah.
A kid that falls upon prime that cryptocurrency. Oh, like he what service they provide? It's fucking imaginary money, right? Fine, yeah. I'll give it to him. He enjoy your money. But the man that works at McDonald's, he's making a burger for someone. He actually serving the community in some way. There's a product and goods and services. Because let me tell you, those motherfuckers that bank on like crypto or like services based off the internet. Let's say the world ended, right?
Yeah.
Those guys would die. At least the guy who makes burgers at Burger King, he'll know how to make food. Shit hits the fan like that. That's a legitimate survival.
He'll know how to make some foods. He'll probably know how to put together food that's already been made.
But I'm saying like he understands like how to use his hands and shit.
True. Yeah, right? He has motor skills. But I mean, bro, if you're in a fucking den like that, fluorescent lights all fucking day, that shit does things to your head, bro. And that shit fries your brain cells sometimes, dude. And I'm telling you, man, like as soon as you can, if you have the fucking thought that, man, maybe I want more in my life, maybe I should do more.
Fucking do it, man.
Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Just 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 do it.
And I'm not saying like it could be one fucking step. It's like this.
Yeah.
The hardest thing, I think the thing that people get out of when they ask me about like getting shape.
Yeah.
The fucking most annoying thing is when they overwhelm themselves. Okay, so I want to get in my diet. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm like, bro, you haven't even stepped foot in the gym yet. I was like, the first thing you should do is get a gym membership. Don't even fucking worry about the diet, okay? I tell everyone I train that I tell them do this. You make it a habit 4 days a week at the gym. Everyone that does this they end up looking like me, okay? 4 days. No, I mean I'm not saying like they're bodybuilder, but they're happy. And people will be happy with my frame, right? Yeah. I have photos.
I'm 100% agree with you. I haven't looked this great in a long time.
Yeah,
and it's literally because since I've been kicking it with you.
Yeah. So that thank you. So the energy rubs out. But what I'm saying is this: make one thing a habit first. Once you master that, make the other thing a habit. One thing at a time. So I tell them, get your consistent with going to the gym. Okay, boom, you master that. Now we go to your diet. Boom, you master that. Okay, now we go on to mobility and flexibility. Boom, you master that. Okay, and next thing they know, their work life gets better. Because why? Because they're like, shit, man, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, they're more confident. They want to go for the promotion at their job. Yeah. Suddenly, they want to get that Ask a Girl's number. Suddenly, all this shit happens. You know what I mean? So for me, I always tell people, like, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if I want to learn martial arts,
yeah.
If I look at all these montages of people fighting all that stuff, I'll be just overwhelmed. I can't be that good.
Terrifying. That's like girls looking at Instagram models and comparing themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
To that.
So instead, I tell them, just pick a pair of gloves. That's your first step.
Just go buy some cheap ones. Go buy some shit ones, man.
Yeah, just hit the bag for fun.
If you look like a fucking idiot on the bag,
so what?
So fucking be it.
You're having fun.
So fucking be it. I look like a fucking moron.
Bro, I look like a fucking moron too. But let me tell you this.
And hold on, but that fucking kid that was there, he was like a little bit on the bigger side, and he was just like,
yeah.
But I was just like, I want to be Superman, man. I want to save everybody, and be like, because I just, now that I have this newfound knowledge,
yeah,
it's like, whoa.
You gotta let them have their fun, man. You gotta let them have their fun.
You know, and it's like, you know what? Nobody fucked with me whenever that happened, so it's like, you just keep fucking going. The more you keep fucking going, it's gonna happen. It's literally gonna happen. You just gotta be fucking patient, and you gotta realize that it's gonna come if you just keep going. It's gonna come no matter what. It's you pulling a fucking rope, and something's gonna you know, even if you're fishing, you pull up some fucking seaweed, man, and it's like, oh fuck, man, just throw it back in.
It's still
you're gonna catch a fish at one point, bro.
You're going to no matter what.
You're gonna fucking do it. Odds are.
So yeah. So that's a perfect example. Like, if you give me a fucking pickaxe, right, and you tell me to dig through a tunnel for how many long years, I'm gonna get pretty far. Mm. The question is the time. But you give me a fucking like drill, like a machine drill, I'll probably get further, you know?
Okay.
So, but what I'm saying is, no matter what, like, let's say, no matter where your background is, your finances, your resources, whatever, if you start, but you just continue no matter what, you're gonna get there eventually, no matter what. Like, that's just the way it works. Like, like, okay, so the lottery, right? Mm-hmm. The chances lottery, I don't know number. Let's say is 1 in like 250 million, right? Let's just say that. You have
like
0.
Not even.
But guess what? 250 million one. The 250 million one I buy, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get it eventually, but just gotta grind with it. You know.
And even then, man, you're gonna win it. Maybe sometimes you win like a couple $10.
Yeah, a couple $10.
You win $100 every now and then. Yeah, you know, just take a percentage of that. Buy another lottery ticket, okay? You know,
just take one fucking step, bro.
Yeah,
one step, man.
And there's so many different brands of lottery tickets. So many different brands. And going into that, bro, like the whole, you know, if you have an idea, you got just the slightest thought, pull the fucking trigger. Just do it. Just go and do it because what ideas are, and like I think I've told you this, how ideas are like, you know, those wild horses that you just got to catch.
Yeah.
Well, now more and more to me, it's like, ever since I've realized that number of like, oh dude, I'm screwed, that there's only like, you only get no less than 30K days guaranteed on this planet, right? Yeah. If you make it that far.
That's some shit.
So I'll explain that in a minute. But well, I should explain that right now, actually. Okay, so if you multiply the average age of a man in the United States, it's 79. That's the age. Multiply that by 365. That's 764. Let me fact check that. 79 times 365. 28,835. Okay, that's an average. That's an average of how many days. I mean, around. So like no less than 30K. If you make 79, okay. So you got to keep your body healthy. So you only get 30K days. Your time is short. And so what I'm trying to get to is that ideas have become more, they're bullets to me. And whatever fucking force out there is firing that gun, and that bullet is gonna fucking hit me.
Yeah.
Right? It's gonna fucking, right? Now, do you want that idea to hit you or not? Because it's a good idea. But when it comes and it fucking pierces your brain and it leaves you destroyed because you're just thinking. Like, man, do I wish I would have got shot? You know? Because now it's like, fuck, if you're not at that point where I don't think I could work, then that's why people give up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, this idea just killed me.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like it's kind of like you're in this like purgatory of hell where you're getting shot by these ideas. And maybe like you get shot by one and it doesn't kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, that idea didn't kill me because I was wearing a bulletproof vest. It's like, shit, bro, I got a second chance at life.
Yeah.
Take that second chance.
Take it, yeah.
That's the one. That's the bullet you want to keep in your pocket for the rest of your life if it, didn't kill you. So that idea is now, you're going to have a billion ideas that are just going to run through your fucking skull and through your legs and your fucking nutsack and shit. But the one that hits your vest right here in your fucking heart, if you're keeping it, tough, then boom, that's the one. That's the bullet you keep. And you're like, man, this idea could have killed me, but you know what? Now I'm at a different fucking level. I survived. And that's a weird way of thinking about it, but I guess that's the way I thought about it.
So, ideas and dreams, right? I used to be a pessimist. Well, yeah, I could say I was pessimistic.
Okay.
I made this joke. I said, whenever my biggest fear chasing my dream is that when it becomes a reality, it'll become a living nightmare.
Mm.
But that was wrong because if I'm chasing my dream, right, regardless how tough it is, it'll never be a struggle. It'll be tough, right, as opposed to me chasing something that I hate, like a job I hate. Mm. So that's a struggle. That's a mental struggle. But
the struggle and toughness.
Toughness, But if I chase my dream,
okay,
it won't be struggle because I'm doing something that I truly want,
Right.
So it'll be hard, yeah. And so for me, I realized that like, if I chase my dream, then it's like it won't be a nightmare. When it comes to reality, it won't be a nightmare because I'm working towards something that my heart desires. And here's the thing, man. Here's the thing I have to be careful about. This word passion, I feel like the word passion is thrown around a lot. Find your passion. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, just like there's people in this world that want to be doctors, there's people in the world that want to be artists, and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
Not everyone has a passion. Not everyone. Some people just want to have a home with a family, and that's totally fine. Some people just want to work a 9 to 5. That's totally fine.
Yeah, because that shit's hard.
Yeah,
that in itself is hard.
Yeah.
So it's like people that have passions and pursue them, that's even harder.
Harder, yeah.
So it's like, dude, I don't even want that burden. The burden of just trying to fucking survive is already
enough.
That's their way of thinking.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's a burden, but, I mean, that's part of life now. Like, you can't do anything about it. Like, you're going to have to either pursue your dreams, make it as a fucking SoundCloud rapper or some shit like that, or you're going to have to go to school and get a degree and get a job. It's either that or not, because, like, you have no fucking guarantee that you're going to make it doing whatever fucking stupid-ass shit you think you're doing. The same applies to me and him. Where it's a gamble. We really don't know.
So I had this debate with my friend, and I don't know how it works. So I always fucking hear it, and I feel like this shit in some ways can destroy dreams.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, I'm not hating on the field of pharmacy. Let's say I do pharmacy, right? I continue to do pharmacy the rest of my life. Everyone tells me, do pharmacy, get the money, right?
Yeah.
Save the money, and then pursue your dream, right? So let's say I work for pharmacy for 5 years. I get the money. So now I pursue my dream. I start from square one, right? Let's say on my craft. I start from square one after 5 years, right? Versus, but I can be successful. And so 5 years pharmacy and then 5 years craft, and boom, I make it, right?
Okay.
Or I can start right now. From start to finish, it'll be 10 years. How far would I have gotten to the same place?
Yeah.
Or further?
No, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? So because now I got extra 5 years on my craft.
Mm.
And you're always going to learn on the way your craft. Right?
Yeah, it's impossible not to.
Yeah, so for me, it's kind of like, so now I look at it as like, there's no wrong way. You can pick one or the other, it's fine. But for me, as an artist, I realize it's too easy for me. I don't ask myself, will I die for this? Because death is so easy. Suicide is easy, at least for me.
I was thinking, I'm really juxtaposed on both the setting of the office and the setting of the home.
Okay.
Because like I like the idea of the home because it's very cheap. We could do it, and it's very relatable. It's at home.
Yeah.
I like the office because it's like, oh shit, this is not just a home film. This is this is like a real setting. You know what I'm saying? So it looks a little bit more real. It's a little more realistic. And the only thing is that I'm unsure about the place and getting it,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, being able to film in there. So there's just that. That's my thing right there where I'm kind of stuck on that. But I really do like the idea of entrapment. I like
Yes,
the
I like
idea
the
of
idea.
it being in a box, and that's the main thing I wanted to, you know, add to that's the main antagonist in this.
I dig that.
In this story.
The antagonist is not something. It's not something necessarily tangible. It's the room. It's the environment.
The room
That's
is the bad guy.
But you know what is? That room is what? It's a symbol. It's a metaphor for what? The mind.
The box in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, the box in your head, and only having one window. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole story that I had wrote about the breaking the window. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you told me about the
I told you about the story. You know what I'm saying? And so then I started thinking about that. I literally just started thinking about that right now. So that was a bullet that just hit my vest. Okay, I just got shot. And what I'm trying to say is like that you mix in the whole idea of suicide, depression, and the idea of entrapment and all of that, and it's like what do I do? It's like I'm stuck in this fucking box.
Yeah.
There's no way out.
This mental prison.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. And I want to be able to to capture the idea of like of that thing that's there but it's not visible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Elaborate.
I want to be able to try to show the guardian that like is there but can be a little divisive on trying to show you the right way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like that God that, you know, works in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to, but whatever. That's kind of what that deity that kind of has prevented you from dying. That prevented you from, you know,
or kept you alive this far.
It kept you alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that guy kind of will show you really, really bad things and make you experience really, really bad shit to be like, oh, this is what it's about. It's not about that. You know, and it's kind of like here's some tough love. A little God nudge that could be like a little flick for them. But for us, it's like, whoa, shit, we just got fucking wrecked by like emotions and thoughts, you know, or knowledge that we didn't want, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what I want to see is I want to see the person ignoring that deity and then coming to terms with them and be like, oh shit, okay, man, sorry. I mean, I should have been listening to you. I mean, it just, you're kind of hard to understand because you're so fucking aggressive, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to capture.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big piece of the story, and you know, like I want you to wear like nice outfits, you know, like dress kind of cool, and you know, and like I want you to look pretty, bro. I want you to look pretty for this, you know. I want you to look good, and you know, we'll fucking, even if we have to go as far as putting like makeup on you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Film it, whatever. But like, dude, I really think that this could be just a little something that could, yeah, man. See, like that's fresh as fuck. You know, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah, exactly like that. You know, I would like to see, like, at one point you're like at your desk and you're eating like ramen noodles and shit, and then you're like at the fucking garage and you're just like having a cigarette, and then like we're recording that, and I don't know, and as time goes on and you're doing fucking push-ups and you're, you know, you're all shirtless and everything, and then I don't know, fucking like that's your hair's a little messed up, and it just shows the difference in how you were looking awesome, and then you went fucking batshit crazy, and then
keep going.
I don't know, maybe at one point you fucking like make your way out of the fucking, you know, place like you were talking about, whether it's like almost committing suicide, and then it's like, okay, here's this, and then here's this window or this door that I didn't go look at, and it's like way deep down the last floor, you know, so we got to go all the way down, got to go to all these floors, and you're the last one, that's the only one that opens. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, and it's like, okay, I'm back in the road, and you just have to dig deep into whatever nasty thing in your mind that you were not
keep going.
You were not fucking you know, paying attention to. And that's the metaphor, and it's like you got to go down them fucking stairs, and you got to go to the basement level, and you got to fucking see what's down in that mucky ass, scary ass fucking room.
I like that. I like that. So, hold on, let me show you this picture.
Okay.
I took that photo. I made it myself.
The
I call it the duality of man, but it could be kind of like the scene where like I'm wearing a suit and tie, but then
yeah,
you see the aggression part when I'm working. I'm like, rah, rah, you know.
yeah.
So
You look like the right side of you looks like the demon from Death Note.
definitely. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was a cool picture.
You ever seen Death Note?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
The little
yeah.
demon. Yeah, that's what you look like. It looks pretty cool. I think he looks like a dope ass kind of demon.
So so going off of your story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each step I take down the basement to every door is locked except for that one room.
Yeah.
That's me facing hell. You know, it could be like metaphor for that. Like the reason why I say is this.
Maybe some doors open.
Maybe, and we can play off that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, this is how I look at things. Okay, so this is my background, what I felt, because I want to add my personal life story into this, get my emotion to it too, because I dealt with this for many years.
Okay.
I tell people, when I had my back injury, I was on lift weights for like 8 months. I was super depressed. That's when things had a downward spiral, right?
Okay.
It was the worst thing that could have happened to me. I was alone, isolated in mountains, and it was that 4 in the morning when I found a pair of gloves in the gym.
Yeah.
And I hit the bag, and that's when I went down another. And then that's when I went to an upward spiral. Mm-hmm. That's how I say boxing saved my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's kind of like saying like, when I look back, it was as if God Himself put me through that trial. It was the worst point in my life. I'm talking about I wasn't rock bottom. I had 4 inch. I was already 4 feet in the ground, and I was holding the shovel. Mm. But it was in that shitty point in my life that was the best thing that could have happened to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you were 2 more feet away from 6 feet.
Yeah, right.
You know, you weren't there, but you were almost there.
Almost there. And so coming back to, so this is the vision I have, right? So we could do both settings, so the room and the office. And the reason why I say this is because when we do the whole 9 to 5 thing, everyone's life is what? We go to work, we go home, that's it. That's our life. And for me, that was like a present, like what else? This is my life, this is it. So that's why I came up with this idea, this black and white. Everything's black and white at first. And when you do something for so long, a routine for so long, over and over and over again, right? Every day is exactly the same. It's almost as if I felt like I could tell the future because nothing changed. I knew exactly what time I was going to, exactly when I was have a smoke break, exactly who's going to come in that door, which client's going to do this, which patient was going to do that. And to me, that was so depressing, meaning that there was no longer any excitement in my life. For I knew that I was in this limbo, hence black and white.
Right.
You know, my work life and my personal life was in limbo. Mm-hmm. And so my only outlet for expression while I was feeling inside was lifting weights at the time. And then so that was me to let out my aggression, you know. So like another thing could be you see me like I'm wearing a suit and tie. Is there like smoke break, you know, I'm at work on my desk. I'm looking at the 4 corners and in the office, and I look at the 4 corners of my bedroom. That could represent the bars of a prison, right? Corners, just you see like lines, right? Vertical lines. And then you see me going to the gym. I'm just working out, and I see a hot girl go by, and I look at her, and I just go back and just working out, you know. And I see people going out having fun, you know. When I'm driving home, I just look back at my watch, and I tell myself 6 hours of sleep. Every day is the same thing, right?
You know what we could do? We could edit. Because this is interesting. Because, like, I want to see both sides now. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking it would be cool to edit. Like, you grab the handle of the door at the office, open it, and like it only shoots you going, and like the door's right there, right? And then the next shot of you walking into the door, you're in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's so dope, bro. Because they're both essentially the same prison, right? Yeah, I like that. That's dope.
And in that way we could film the playing video games, watching porn, fucking chilling here drawing or something like that, or
so my
doing
question
home
is this.
workout or something like that.
Question is, so what's the setting? Is it setting during quarantine, COVID, or what?
That's a good point.
Right? Because if it
it could be home, car, work, home, car, work,
yes,
home,
I like
car,
that.
work, home, car,
I love
work,
that.
home,
And I have a black
home,
car,
home,
so
home,
it'll look
home,
really
home,
nice in black
yeah.
and white.
And I can shoot. I'll be like, and you just, and
yeah,
imagine.
Dude, that's so dope. Dude.
Imagine.
We can do it. Okay, so home, car, work.
Home, car, work, home, car, work,
right?
Home, car, work, and then and then we will put like snippets of COVID.
Mm-hmm. So it's, okay, here's a snippet of COVID. I don't like the idea of blatantly telling people this is the setting. So for example, the home scene, right? Home, car, work, right? So just how the audience is gonna know is during COVID time. We don't have to put a date. Let me show you, because I like them to figure out themselves. I don't like blatantness. Mystery is my favorite, my friend.
Okay,
So,
I like that.
Right, so I'm laying in bed. Everything's completely neat, right? Perfectly neat. I get up, right? You see me getting ready. I'm doing my hair and everything like this, and then I reach for my mask, and then as I reach for my mask, you see next to it, you see a stack of used masks. So the audience would know, oh shit, this is during COVID, and he's deep in it. This is several months into COVID. He's been doing this shit for a while now. Mm-hmm. So already, you don't have to tell us during COVID. They know it's COVID.
You know what would be a cool scene? Just jumping off of what you were doing, like a moving shot where you're getting ready, tie and everything, and then it's like we're looking at you. You're getting ready. You start moving, walking. You sit in your desk, and then the camera kind of scoots a little bit back. And then you're in your fucking underwear, and you have the top on, but not the
that's more real, because that's actually how I dress too. How I
yeah. You got your little fuzzy socks on, you got like little slippers on, and in your fucking underwear, and you're just like working, and then you're just like wave to the fucking computer screen, even though you're not talking to nobody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of goofy shit where like the camera's also moving, and then it comes behind you, comes behind the computer screen, and then we'll go on the computer screen, cut, edit, new scene.
Dang, dude, that's dope. Because so many people can relate to that too. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. No blame. See, because that's so real. Mm-hmm. That's so real, man. Yeah. That's far better than panning to television screen. It shows COVID disaster. Like,
I get you.
Little clues, let them pick it up for themselves, right?
Yeah.
So then we could do that, and then like, okay, meeting's over, blah blah, whatever. And then you see me, it's like I look at my thing, and then it's like, so let's say this is during COVID, right? Okay. COVID, right? So I'm like, the next scene, like I take off my tie, whatever bullshit. I'm just doing push-ups in my room, like, right? And I have a tally on the wall, right? I put a tally, right? The camera's doing this, a tally, and it zooms out. There's like 1 million tallies because of me doing push-ups. But what do prisoners do back in the day? They mark the days, how many times they've been in prison. So the tally also represents how, like, my sentence in this mental prison, right?
How long was that duration of being locked up? Like, what was
over a year?
A year? That was the
and then start opening up. So it was basically almost 2 years.
2 years.
No, a year and a half. It was a year.
No, but I want total full the complete lockdown. The one the big one, one where everybody was like stuck at home.
I know for a fact it was like 8 to 12 months for sure.
Yeah,
because me and my little brother were miserable.
It was a good long time where we were all locked up, and it was like, well, you got to stay home type shit.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, 6 to 8 months. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was long. Maybe we think it was that long. Maybe it was like 4 months, maybe. No,
dude, because you gotta understand, certain states opened up, but certain, like New York, they were like LA and all that, they were shot down forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's such big fucking cities, bro. Like, it's insane, and it really shows you the numbers of what happens in the city. Like when something like that happens, like, yeah, obviously they're gonna be the ones that are affected the worst. Look at their fucking population. Yeah. That's like one of those single moms with like 7 kids running around and shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
That's literally what it's like. So then, what are you gonna blame the mom for not controlling her kids? It's like, dude, there's so fucking many of them. There's too many. Not too many, but it's just a lot. It's a lot to govern a city, and it's a lot to govern a state. It's a lot to govern a fucking country. I mean, you fucking see Barack Obama when he came in. When he went into office, he had black hair still, dude.
Yeah, he came out as white hair, bro.
8 years, sucked the shit out of that man, bro.
And we could play that too. So like, because remember during COVID, no barbers were open. You know what I'm saying? So we started with me like having long hair.
I got wigs.
Well, I mean, we can do wigs, or we can do a reverse shot where like I have short hair now, and then I let it grow out, and that would be like, you know.
The reason I asked you if you were okay with shaving your head is because like you just like going like this into the camera would be a cool ass scene.
Shoot, am I going to? I mean, hey, now that we're talking about, I think I'm okay with it.
If you're cool with it, man, but dude, you're gonna look hardcore, dude.
I'm gonna say this though: if I fucking do this shit better go into production. I fucking mean it. I fucking mean it, man. This ain't gonna be a little problem. Like, you better submit this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I'll hold your word.
If you're down with that, I'll do it, bro. Like, you trust me. Like, yeah. I'm all in it for you and for me. Okay. And trust me, that more than anything, this is what I want. So like I'm that's why I'm like asking you if you're okay with that.
We'll talk about this too in terms of like the screenplay and the scenes because we only get like one shot.
Yeah, that's one shot right you know.
There. So like we can do that, and then another thing too, I like the idea of one of the things I've seen so often in my neighborhood was people walking around at night, and let me tell you, man, like we were walking for hours, and like when you're alone in your own thoughts, it's depressing too.
Dude, we could get some extras, like people that are friends, and just like we'll have a shot looking out the window, and you just see like people.
Yeah, because I seen that shit, bro.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
I'm talking about like 3 a.m. too, man. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we could do that. So like, so now it's kind of like the viewer understands that.
Yeah.
People are suffering with us too. Like everyone can relate to that, right? And then another thing too could be antipsychotic pills. Right, I mean, you want to do that, you know, because I know a lot of people.
Are you okay with that? Because it's gonna be you representing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. So for example, OB1,
like some Flintstone gummies.
Yeah, exactly. So the scene could be in the very beginning of the scene, right? In the morning, I take my pill. Mm-hmm. So I'm jumping ahead, but here's the thing. So this film is gonna have a happy ending. I'm sorry, right? Not sorry, but it will have a happy ending. That's the way it is. Because I'm basing this off of me. So in the beginning, you see me getting ready. I'm popping the pills, right? Mm-hmm. It's all black and white, whatever. But then towards the end, for whatever reason, I get out of this depression.
Yeah.
And I take the pill and I close it and I throw it in a trash can. And then when I throw it in the trash can, I go to bed and I wake up in the morning, I see color. Because those pills, you take those like citalopram and all shit, like it numbs you, man. I hated it. Both me and my buddy that he was in the army too, we both had to take it. Mm-hmm. We both had to see it, so we dumped it in the trash, and he was all like, I told him, because he felt numb too, and I said, bro, I told him, I'd rather feel great pain and great happiness than feel nothing at all.
Really?
Those pills fucking numb you, dude. It's terrible. It takes away any type of pleasure. Like I didn't want to have sex anymore. I didn't want to work out or anything. It was everything. It just to numb you enough to get you through the day. You're literally a robot now. That's how I felt. There was no color in my life. It was supposed to help my depression. At least in my depression, I had darkness, but every once in a while, I get a sliver of bright light, of color in my life. But when I was on those pills, it wasn't dark. There was absolutely no color. It was just gray. You know, and like I don't know, you're taking those pills, man, but it's fucking terrible, man. There's not a single person I know that's still on it.
I'm scared of pills. I hate medicine. I don't even like fucking taking Pepto-Bismol. I hate shots. I hate taking Tylenol. I hate all that shit, dude. I fucking despise medicine. Like I will fucking die before I take medicine.
Pharmacist. No, first, don't get me wrong. There is a therapeutic efficacy in terms of helping with depression, just dependent on the patient. But not every patient reacts the same. Mm-hmm. But for me, it didn't work. Mm-hmm. You know, but for some patients, it does.
I get you.
So I'm not refuting the fact that there is a place for it in medicine. I'm just saying for me, it didn't work.
Okay.
Right. And I'm sure, and based on the people that I met, that they felt the same way.
Mm. I get you for sure. Wow. Pretty intense. You know, that's a lot to write. And I talked to Brendan, my boy out there in Missouri, and he's down to start script writing too. He's 100% down, and Lizandra, like I said, he's making music about it. And just little and little, we're just gonna keep incorporating them more and more, and then we're gonna make this thing, dude. I'm 100% down. You know, and
it's gonna be deep, bro. It's gonna be real deep, man. But it has to be a happy ending, though, man. Like at the end, there's gonna be one scene at the end where it's in color.
I'm down with that.
You know, and I don't know. I kind of like it. I like this idea just because it's so relatable.
Yeah,
you know?
I think a lot of people they're gonna relate to it. Not only that, I mean, it's gonna be something that's gonna be like, whoa, where the fuck did that come from? You know, like what kind of
like that shit was deep, bro.
Yeah, you know, because that's a way of thinking. You know, that's not just like that's an idea. Like no, like that there's a lot behind that. You know, so
I think another thing too that no one talks about depression is this, especially for men, because this needs to be discussed in this film for sure.
Okay, what is that?
Men don't talk about their depression deep. We keep it in bottom side. That's why we have the high suicide rates. And there was a scene. I want to put this in the scene somehow, some way. One day, someone came. One day, this girl. I told this girl, I forget her name, but I said, "Hey, you know, I saw your presentation. It was really good." She goes, "Really, D?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah, thank you so much." She was dealing with depression too. And she came up to me afterwards. She goes, "D, I was crying in my car this whole time before you said that. And that was the sweetest thing anyone said to me all month." I'm like, damn. So I was like, so in my mind, I'm going, what the fuck? But you know what's crazy about that? I was dealing with it too, but no one knew, right? Until one day.
Like, shit, me too, girl. What you talking about?
No. This is the weird part. I don't know the psychology behind it. I don't know why, but my preceptor came up to me. She goes, D.
Preceptor?
Or my superior, right?
Oh, okay.
She was like, D.
I'm
going to give you, because she had to grade me.
Okay.
On my performance, right? In the clinic. She goes, D, there is one thing I think you need to work on. And I was like fucking having anxiety. I was like, well, work on what? I thought I did everything perfect, right?
Yeah.
She goes, I think there's something wrong with you in the sense that you don't take praise. I feel that, I don't know who you had before me, but when I tell you a good job, you just shrug it off. And I want you to know that you're doing a really good job. And when she said that to me, I almost cried. I had to turn my head. And so I had to think like negative thoughts, like break it out. And I don't know, like my friend was saying,
I don't deserve this.
Yeah, I don't deserve this type shit. And that's like, and that's something that many men can relate to, because no one gives a fuck about men.
Yeah.
You know, so there could be a scene where like some patient or something comes up. I'm in the office, right? Someone goes, hey man, like I see you work hard. You always took care of me. Thank you so much, man. You shake hands, right? And that's like my first human contact in like months, because we're not allowed to touch anyone, right? COVID, right?
You like nut.
Yeah, she touched me, and I look at my hand, and then I'm smoking a cigarette, and there's like one tear come out. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like, yo, we gotta go.
And like shakingly.
Yeah, I'm shaking. I'm just
okay. Yeah.
Because that happened to me.
Or maybe it's like a whole. You still got a lot.
Yeah.
And you just flick it.
It's like, so we gotta get back to work, man.
I get that, and I feel like that the same thing too, and I noticed that like I get compliments, you know, on a daily, and you know, as much as I kind of beat myself up, like actually I get a good amount of compliments, and I'm pretty fortunate to have like friends. I got a good group of friends. I communicate with the opposite sex, you know, like I'm not like, oh, I haven't seen a girl in like, you know, years. It's I'm not living a bad life, like, and it's because I feel like my way of thinking kind of just has helped me, you know, and like I said, I've become a better communicator. And I mean,
you're very social. You have a lot of social value. That's the one thing I noticed about you.
Really.
And that's why I'm very happy that like, because remember when we were at the bar, I was watching you talk to this person, and I'm like, yeah, we need to be on the team. Like, I'm glad he's on the team. Like,
why you say that?
Because networking has nothing necessarily to do with your talent or skill. Is your ability to speak, right? So I was like, because you can't necessarily learn that. Like that way you learn it is through trial and error, and you're fucking young. So that's the crazy part. Like, I didn't talk like I don't know anyone that talks like you in their 20s. I didn't talk like that when I was in my 20s. You feel me? So I was like, okay, fuck. I was like, okay, he's got it. Like okay, now I understand why he has this whole podcast shit.
Yeah.
Like he's into this shit. Like because
I love talking to
he
people.
understands that shit. I was like, fuck, because that's social value. You feel me? So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, good. Like, so yeah, man. Like,
I appreciate that, man. You know, and I wasn't always like that. You know, but now it's like, I see it as like, all right, who am I gonna get to talk to
dude,
today?
and but you know what? That's terrifying for a majority, like 80% of men out there.
Really?
Do you know what's the thing people are afraid of most, second to death?
Mm.
It's public speaking to strangers.
Yeah,
It's fucking nuts.
It's you know it,
And I was that way.
I'll wave to people. I'll say hi and everything, and people that always say hi back to me are the fucking geezers, the old ass people that are much older than I am. I'm in a different age group. When I say hi to people in my age group where I know they're relatively there, they are weird. They act so weird. You know,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
dog, what? It's like, it's me. I'm just,
Saying
hello.
hello.
Yeah,
Like, fuck,
you know?
fuck, you know what I mean?
And I told you about the girl when I asked her what her name was.
Yeah, she got all freaked out.
She
and
got
shit.
offended because I asked her what her name was. She was like, "Why do you want to know my name?" I was like, "Bitch, you're not fucking Beyonce. Like, my name's Jason. How are you? We're humans. We're living. We breathe. You know what I'm saying?" And I don't know why that's going on, where people are afraid to do that, and I don't know what it is. What programmed you to be like that?
Some people are just fucking socially awkward. Like I give you a prime example. It's a
Okay.
dude. I was at the fucking meditation seminar. Okay.
Okay.
We're literally introducing one another in this for American speakers, right? Because this meditation therapy was for foreigners. So what happened was we're introducing each other, and then I go, "What's up, bro?" Like we shook hands, and then the leader of the group asked him for his name, and he says the name, and then he looks at my sister. He's like, "Why is she asking for my name? Like, am I like, why she want to know my name?" And my sister's looking at him going, "What the fuck?" She looked at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
"You weirdo fool! It's called being it's
Being a human.
being a human. What the fuck? What kind of rock you been living under?"
Yeah, you know, and a lot of people are just scared because it's like, oh, he's gonna hit on me. He's gonna.
I mean, for a girl, I kind of relate to. I understand, but for a
relate to it.
dude,
Oh.
he was a dude. I'm like, bro, that's why you ain't getting no pussy, man. Get the fuck.
What are you scared of?
What are
A
you
fucking
scared?
dude?
Yeah,
What are you, a
like-
fucking bitch?
I'm sorry. I don't know what he's going through, but I'm going. We're at a meditation therapy
Yeah.
center, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I get you, and I think for sure there's something about, because I've done public speaking since I was a kid. Now that I really think about it, I can remember my first time. As far as I can go in recollection of me publicly speaking was like I ran for like a president of student council.
oh wow,
And I had to give a speech in the middle of a fucking cafeteria. To me, it was the entire world.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I know what
saying?
you mean,
And
yeah.
I was like 5th grade, 4th grader.
That's a big deal, man.
You know, and like running for president, of course I lost. And I lost to this bitch named Jayla. Fucking Jayla Avila. Whore. She was never on time for her fucking meetings. I was always there. You know, like I was president worthy, and I lost because, you know, she was a lot more known than I was.
More popular.
Yeah, you know, and I wasn't tripping about that, but it's like, you know, I did that, and then it's like I said, as I kept going, you know, I did a lot of we did a lot of video making. We used to make little short action films, bro. Like,
That's
you ever
dope.
seen like Hardcore Henry?
Yeah.
So we used to I used to hold the camera in my face, and my friend would be punching me. He'd be like, and then we'd do flips and shit like that. We'd do all kinds of stuff, and we were just making videos, and we'd make, you know, little talk shows. We'd fucking record ourselves eating and talking, and then it's like, I did a play. Like I won honorable mention for best actor. I mean, like I've done things,
Bro,
you know.
So you act too. So you have acting.
Yeah, man. It's like I've done things, and that's why it excites me. I really love doing this, and it's like even in high school, we made a whole fucking ad. We made an ad for art. We made an ad for art that made no sense. The ad and the art, and because it was for government, or it was for eco, okay, and we had to sell products, and they called it eco fair, and you'd use a percentage of the semester developing your products and how to sell them, and then when you go to a fair with everybody else that was in the class, and they sell their shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had art, okay, and the basis for the commercial was like, I don't even know. It made no sense because we were playing poker, and it was like they were talking about this, we were talking about that. I couldn't even tell you the correlation between art and the art we were selling, that we were drawing, and why we were telling you to buy it. It made no sense. Just as confused as you are now, that's how confused I am.
Okay.
Everybody loved it.
Wow.
Everybody loved that commercial, and all my shit sold out.
Wow.
Everyone bought all the art,
That's
all the
fucking
paintings.
dope as shit, man.
Yeah, and everybody remembered that commercial because it made no sense. You know what I'm saying? So I've done it. Like I've done like it in like we dressed up. We were all cowboys. We had the poker chips. We were playing poker. We were playing pretend poker. We were adding comedy to it.
Yo.
We were doing action stunts. Like it was cool.
What you're telling me, I like I said, I didn't see that video you made, advertising, but you know what it reminds me of?
What?
The Old Spice commercials, where it's like super fucking random but grabs your attention. You ever seen that? You gotta go on YouTube.
Spice.
Old Spice.
Old Spice. Yeah, that's exactly
that
what I was trying to do.
We
gotta
do shit like that, bro. Random shit.
And that's like between these talks, between the podcast, I want to add stupid shit like that.
Add some stupid shit, man.
You know, give the video some girth. You know, and a lot of it is just like quick, funny little thing. Oh, capture attention. Oh, next thing. Oh, because it's kind of like swiping. It's kind of like kind of swiping on because you're taking an unseeable amount of fucking information, and that's how you stay captured into the video. Watch your best YouTubers. Quick. You know, it's like on this, it's on that. You know, and they pop noises.
Okay,
whoa,
so check
right?
this out. I think that you should have, okay, so on your spare time, whatever, make some like short attention grabbing videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't like edit in which way you want because you already have high quality video, right? So grab that, right?
Okay.
Make some type of social media platform, right? And I'll boost it, or I'll promote that shit the fuck out of it. However, here's the deal: you cannot mention your name. You cannot have your name on your Instagram. You can have anything. All you have, because mystery, right?
Okay.
Snippets, short snippets, right?
All right.
To grab their attention. That's all you're gonna do, and then we're gonna, once we grab their attention, when this film production comes out, they'll be like, "Yo,
that's him."
That's him. But you have to stay mystery.
Yeah.
No name, because on my Bad Book Bodies, I don't have my name on any platform.
So do you think for the show, what the fuck do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the show, the name.
Yeah.
Name of the show. Uncanny Productions is above that. That's because that produces Sixth Round. That produces Chucky Cooks.
Yeah.
That produces the film we're gonna make. That helps Ilzana produces music.
So Uncanny Production is the umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go on.
And it's more of the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay, and the roots are us, the art.
Yeah.
You know, the love, the soul. You know what I'm saying? Trunk is Uncanny Production, and out of that, you know, is the branches. What the fuck do you do? You know, the Sixth Round, adding Battle with Bodies. You know, Chucky Cooks is another show where my sister like makes cooking.
Okay, yeah.
She starts cooking.
Definitely put that in.
Your film, you know, the music, and it's all just gonna be this big tree, and that's what I want it to be. Is Uncanny Productions is the top of everything. It controls everything. You know what I'm saying? In the sense, well, it's not like it controls everything, but it's just the production platform where everything comes from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the fruit of that tree is the knowledge we spread. You know, the things that what the fuck do you do is gonna give you. It's like, okay, this guy does this. He's a BMX racer, or he's some fucking nuclear scientist. This is how he did it. This is how you can become that, and this is how he feels about it.
And if you want his services, here's his information.
And here's all his information.
Yeah, see, so it's advertising too.
Mm-hmm.
And this, and I'm always been a part of a community. Community is my big thing.
Yeah.
So for me, this is my vision for you. Okay, so you are the head of Uncanny Production, right? So
the CFO.
So what's gonna happen is this:
CEO? I don't know.
They will see your face.
Yeah.
During a podcast, we'll talk whoever.
Okay.
But they don't know who you are.
Mm.
They're like, "Who is this guy?" But once they start on the comment section or DMs, like, "Yo, who's that guy?"
Yeah.
That's when we already know we got him. That's when we already know we're going to
cool guy.
Yeah, you see, but we have to keep you a mystery.
Okay.
Right now, okay. So right now, when I first, like, you are. it's Uncanny Productions. You're the behind the scenes guy.
Okay.
But once your face starts getting out more, once your work of art starts to grab more attention, and they start asking who's that guy, still don't give it to them. Don't give it to them, dude.
Like, oh.
So you're a shadow.
Okay.
Like you're the mystery man. So because that way, you become an idea. You're not a person, and a person so an idea, essentially what happens, or an entity, is all knowing, all powerful, because they don't know how powerful you are. They don't know what connections you have, and that's what makes it so enticing, and that's what draws people in more too.
Mm.
You know, but best part is this: your work will speak for itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like I can't do that because they already see my face, they already see my body, because I have to promote that. You know what I'm saying? But I can be like, my boy, Uncanny Production, my boy. Who's your boy?
My boy with Uncanny Production.
Just my boy, man.
It's your boy, capital JC.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's my vision for you, is that it's like the Godfather, and then you got the right hand man. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But you want to get to the Godfather, you gotta go through all the other routes. You know?
That's what I was thinking about. A scene. Oh, look at that! It was off. I was thinking a scene that would be pretty cool is a scene of like I guess the dialogue, and it's like, are you sure you want to, like, between death and you?
Okay.
And he's like, are you sure you want to do that shit? And then he's like, I don't know. And he's like, it's kind of like a bickering between them. And it's like, you're a bitch if you do it. And it's like, but, I don't want to be here anymore, type of shit, all that kind of stuff. It's like debating on whether you should do it or not. And then you're going to question and be like, well, where do I go from here? And then, I don't know, I'll be like, that, and I was like, that's above my pay grade. And I'm just a middleman. You know what I'm saying? That's between you and I can't really tell you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's it's like, well, if I stay here, then what happens? And it's like, I was like, I don't read the future, man. Like I said, I'm just a middleman. I don't know much. I just take out the dirty laundry.
Yeah. That'd be
I just take
pretty
out
dope.
the trash.
You know what's crazy?
Mm.
So I have this scene in my head too. Like, what if? So Def, right?
Okay.
I want Def to be like that, the bickering, but
Yeah.
you're also like my weird toxic friend too, that I'm just so entranced and like curious about you, right? But you pop up.
You should do that drug. You should do that another line.
Yeah.
Go.
So for example, right? Let's say there's a scene where like my boss makes you stay late.
Okay.
I'm fucking pissed, man. I'm thinking in my head, like, I box on the side to keep me fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this, and I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and I see my boss's car. He's going out this car, right? So throughout the whole movie, I'm avoiding you.
Okay.
It's like, you're an asshole, man. You are like, well, you're supposed to help me, man. Aren't you a servant of God? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like says, like, hey, yo, man, like, I'm just a middleman, fool. Like, shit, you want to do this? You want to do this, right? Mm-hmm. So here's what's gonna happen. So I'm getting angry now. I'm smoking cigarettes. I see my boss going in my car. I'm thinking bad thoughts. I'm gonna kill this fool. And when I think that thought, you pop up next to me, right? You nudge me on the shoulder. I don't even look at you.
Mm.
I just put my pack of cigarettes. I give it to you. You like one too. And we're smoking. And you go, you're gonna do it. I'm here for you, bro.
Mm.
I'm looking at your boss, and I go, fuck out of here, bro. And chuck it, and then you disappear. And you keep popping up these moments.
Yeah, and maybe it could be like subtle in the beginning of the movie where like I'll just walk by you.
Yeah,
You
dude,
know what I'm saying?
because
Like,
you're always there.
Yeah.
You're always fucking there. Like is he there? Is am I gonna take him in today?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
So it pisses me off. But then and then here's the worst part. Once you think of a death for so long, and once you've been in that dark abyss for so long, you become familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost becomes your friend. So it's kind of like the toxic friend, like you're always around, and now I'm just used to you being around me, right?
Okay. You're like, just like, it's kind of like the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah, it's the devil on my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, dude, I think that'd be pretty cool.
I'm down with that.
I like that idea.
And I think I could be like sly and like devious.
But you have to like always clean cut look and just like that presence.
Same shades, same look everywhere I go.
It sounds dark, but I can look at you like this. It sounds dark though. My grandfather, when he used to get drunk, right, he used to beat the fuck out of me, right? I remember he would beat the fuck out of me, and after he was done, he would drink a Crown and Coke and pull out 555 Express cigarette and put it in his mouth and light it. And I remember, man, I'll get up, I'm all beat up, I'm looking at him, I go, in my head, I'm going, you mean ass old man, but you look so cool and powerful. So that's the way I'm going to view you. You'll be like, you're fucking terrible. You're like, what are you, man? But you're so powerful. That's enticing me. Like, you are death.
Yeah.
You are there.
I'd have to be I'd have to let my like ego just to like, like, yeah, bitch, I'm here. I'm sitting here with you. You're a fucking bitch, and I own you.
And I have to respect that.
Yeah.
I have to.
I guess.
You know, as strong as I think I am, I'm like, that's
like,
death.
do it.
It's like, I don't care how many foods you can knock out. I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, man.
You're right.
And like maybe it'd be cool to like, I don't know, walk around barefooted with the nice dress.
Dude, that would be dope as fuck.
And then like I have like a glass of me everywhere I go, and then I'll like light up cigarettes in like the worst possible places.
Yeah.
And the worst possible times, and kind of like you know, Rick and Morty. It's like you're kind of like a Rick character. That's what I think death is. You know, he's like, fuck this, fuck everybody. I'm just chilling. You know, just like, go for it, do whatever you want. You know, you want to go kill yourself. I'm here. I'm gonna do it.
I dig that, bro.
I think I could do it. I think I could really do it.
That would be a very nice. But I never call you deaf. It's just people already know it as you. It's like, who's this guy? And over time,
you'll never name me.
You never name. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
keep that. No.
Yeah.
I think that'd be dope. Or like, there'll be a scene where I'm like, so every time I'm feeling a moment where I'm gonna do something really bad, where it's like involves like ending my life or hurting someone.
Okay.
That's when you pop up, because you're a reminder of the consequences, but you're also a reminder of how vulnerable and weak I am. Because depression, you feel weak. You know, I mean, when people with depression, we feel vulnerable and weak, man. We try to hide ourselves, right? Yeah. And can be a part where I'm working out, right? I'm working out, and then like you're just staring at me, doing push-ups with me. You're going, "Is it gonna be today?" And I just look at you, I say, "Fuck out of here, bro." And I keep working out, and then one day I just get fed up, and I try to swing at you, right? And then like my fist just stops in front of you, and you just go, "Not enough, buddy.
Yeah.
A little too short."
Or like maybe instead you just fucking go into the fucking wall. You go, bah, you know, and it's just like fuck, you know, because like I can just
you
on,
can do that.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's relatable because it's like those people that punch holes in the walls. You know, they're not. I don't know what are they going after. You know, they're just punching holes in the walls. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But that's why they're punching holes in the walls, because they're trying to get that demon that's there with them. You know what I'm saying? And I think it'd be pretty cool, like a scene where maybe you're bench pressing and I'm like right on top of you trying to like keep the weight, and it's like fucking with you.
Yeah, fuck, like mocking me.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bitch, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like the shot, it's like behind your ear, and I'm just like, come on, bitch, you know, just like fucking with you. Just a montage of just like being a dickhead, you know what I'm saying? Just, and I think I could play a badass dickhead.
Yeah,
like, because I could be an asshole.
Teasing me, just fucking with me, man.
Yeah.
You know, and like, and then it could be like one scene where I look at you, and I'll be like, so let's say during this moment of depression, because we all go through this. In a moment of depression,
Yeah,
we.
let me check something quick. Recording for 44 minutes now.
So another scene that I think we should have just one tiny snippet. Okay, it doesn't have to be big.
Okay.
Just one scene.
What is that scene?
So everyone that goes through this, we have to. We go through a spiritual. We try to take a spiritual path, right? So to find solace and salvation in some way. Religion is one of them.
Yeah.
So there could be one scene for me where like I'm running out of options. Like I don't find any will to live anymore, and I'm driving. I see Epiphany Catholic Church. I'm driving. I'm looking at it.
A what?
I see a Catholic church.
Oh,
I'm driving right, and then I stop, and then I turn. There's no one in my car. So I look at the church, and suddenly I turn around, and you're sitting there, and you go, "It's not gonna save you, man." And I go, so I close the door. I walk out. So the scene is just me going to the door, right? And then as I close it, you go, "I'll be waiting outside for you." And then I walk outside. He goes, "Gets pretty lonely there by yourself, huh?" "I'll be waiting for you in the car." I'll be like, "Fuck Def 1 again." You know, so this whole time you're just teasing me, you're winning, and you're kicking my ass, you're doing all this shit.
It could be like cameraman's in the back seat behind you driving.
Yeah, okay.
You're just focused on your face. You look, church. Look back. I'm in the seat now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Yeah.
And then they're recording. I'm talking, doing my thing, and then you turn in, park in, and I'm saying just fucking dickhead shit to you, and it's like, well, I can't really go in there, so I'll just wait out here for you, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then you just like don't even say anything, you just get in, close the door, and it's just like, and it's just like sitting back, and I'm just start like, it's like I press the radio and I just start listening to the radio.
Some dark ass music, you know?
Or just like a funny song, like I don't know, like a night, like jazz or something.
Yeah, that'd be dope, like, jazz, yeah. And then like
and then scene, and then you're going into the church, you're walking to the church, and you know, do whatever you got to do there, and we'll see if we can record in church. I think we could find it. We can ask, and we could record in church.
I mean, but we don't have to. We can just record me going into church, and after that, next scene it blacks out. Next scene.
Or I mean, even then, it could just end right there.
Yeah, end right there, exactly.
Just end right there.
Just end right there.
You know, and then we'll be home, and like was next thing dropping keys on you, whatever you drop your keys at. And
so the whole dynamic now is this. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm the protagonist. Depression is the antagonist, and you're like the foil, like the comedic
relief.
Relief, yes, right. Or the foil is opposite, right?
I don't know.
Or comedic relief. So that'll be the fun part.
Yeah.
You know, so like, so now we're playing around with this where like, because death is a serious thing, but then they look at you, death is a playful thing, almost like a jokester in some way, you know?
Like, what's that, dude?
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
So every time I do something that can kill me, like smoking a cigarette, you're there next to me, right? When I pick up a drink, you're there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that'd be pretty fun too. And yeah, man, I think these are some good ideas, dude. And it costs nothing, dude. It's literally just you, me, home, work hard, and one church scene. That's it.
Yeah. You know they sell cigarettes that don't have tobacco in them? They sell movie cigarettes.
Oh, the herbal shit or whatever. Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah, man, we do that.
I think so you don't have to smoke tobacco if you don't want to.
I don't really want to smoke tobacco, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that we can order some of those and no brand on them, nothing like that. Yeah. And they could just, and then you just go ahead and go into it. You know what I'm saying?
That would be dope. Or a funny scene. A really funny scene could be this. I meet a girl at the bar. She's like a slut. Like a fucking skank, right? I'm lonely as shit.
You sure you want to fuck that?
Yeah. No. So like I'm dancing with all these girls. I'm talking to all these girls, right?
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Like we're just talking. But it's one particular girl, you pop up and go. She goes, "You sure you want to do that, man? Because if you do it, you know damn well I'll be there. I'm not telling you why I'm gonna be there, but I'll be there. It's because she's probably has something, you know, like the illusion is that she's probably like really bad for me, you know. So every time something really bad for me that can probably like lead me to a stray or a bad life or death, you pop up and just play with me, just fuck with me, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So now the scene of you watching porn now.
Yeah.
It's now different in my head because you're there, computer screen, and you're doing it. I'm just like rolling like.
And I'll be like, fuck.
And you're just like, you like close the last one. Like putting your shit up and everything. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty funny.
Dude, that'd be funny, man. A little
comedic shit, bro.
I like it.
Yeah, 7:47. What do you think we should wrap this up?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
We're done, man. This is good.